So I post a couple of videos on the YouTube Shorts where I show the techniques that I do live during my live narrated rolls, and I had a question on the mounted triangle because the mounted triangle, it's like one of my favorite moves. So here's a technique and some top tips, so that way you can get this live. So I'm just gonna tell you the stuff that matters. So first of all, when you get mount, it's like there's levels to it, right? In order to get to level 3, you have to pass level 1. And when you get to mount, number one thing, you at least need to stay here for like a couple of seconds. So how you do that, just for like a few seconds, is a technique to maintain the mount. So you're gonna get low and you're gonna put in your grapevines, and this is just for a second, just to calibrate. And then the next step, level 2, is you need to be able to get to high mount. Now, if you're a beefcake like Gary here, you could probably just muscle it, but if you're not, or maybe you just want to use less effort, there's this little trick. So in order for you to get high mount, you need to get past their elbows. If they have any idea of what they're doing, they're going to use their elbows to block your knees. So you're going to be trying to get up, and it's just going to be very difficult. You probably could do like one of these, but the more you have your hands occupied, the higher percentage chance that you're going to get bridge and roll, because these are your posts. So what you want to do is you want to set up the mounted triangle by using a nogi Ezekiel choke. And you at least want to know, I'm going to teach you just enough that you'll be able to fake it even if you've never gotten this live. So in order to do the Ezekiel, in order to get high mount, to get the mounted triangle, what you want to do is you want to get low and you want to push your shoulder basically down into the ground like this, and then set it up like so. And for the love of God, even if you don't have confidence in it, do not think this isn't gonna work, because he can feel that. The mentality that you want is, I'm gonna choke you out. That way they respect it enough to defend it. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna choke you out, I'm gonna choke you out. He reaches his hands up to defend the nogi Ezekiel, and that's your opportunity to slide up to high mount. And once you have high mount, you want to stay in high mount, so you want to block his head, because what he's going to be trying to do is he's going to be trying to fight to get his elbows back in so he can shimmy out. This is the number one thing. I lost the mounted triangle so many times because I did not understand the importance of this step. So what you want to do is you want to swim in to capture this arm. This is the fulcrum point of this entire move. Once you capture the arm, this is your lifeline right here. If you keep this loose, they're probably going to escape. Anytime that I've ever lost a mounted triangle, it's because I didn't pay attention to capturing this arm. This is when I was first trying to get this live. Beginner's failure point is gonna be lack of focus on trapping this arm. So that's key. That's like level 2 or 3, whatever level we're at. So right here, this is key, because you can set up other shit from here if you have this arm trapped. If you don't have this arm trapped, you have nothing. So from here, for bigger people, they're always trying to fight you, right? When you're grappling, it's a physical disagreement. So if I pull down, what is Gary gonna want to do? Pull up. If I push up, what is Gary gonna want to do? He's gonna want to go down. So in order to get your leg over them, you want to push up. That way they're like, no, no, no. And then you can step over their arm. So from here, this is great. This is really where you want to be. And then a intermediary position is this little, you can chill here for a moment, keep your hands out, depending on how feisty they are. You don't want to stay here forever, but from here, you pretty much have it in the bag. So from here, all you have to do is lock up the triangle, and then if the triangle choke itself is not coming on, just reach back towards the side that you have the lock on, and that naturally tightens it. From here as well, I'll loosen it up a bit because Gary's...
Loosen up more.
Yeah. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From the top, right, if you just get in some grapevines to make sure they don't hip pop you, because one of the escapes to mount, can you do the push-up? Yeah, they can do this type of stuff to you, and you don't want that. You want to stay in mount long enough to threaten your Ezekiel. So you get in your grapevines from here, you threaten that Ezekiel, they respect it. Just go up to high mount, capture the arm, push this arm up, step over, and then you want no space. So from this angle, it's looking like this. The beautiful thing about a triangle is it's not only a choke. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's also a hold. So let's say you're trying to get the choke and it's just not coming on. That's okay. Even if when you have this locked up, even if it's not at the perfect angle, to get the mounted triangle choke from mount, you have them very secure. So from here, what I like to do is you can do an arm bar, a regular arm bar. You can do a shotgun arm bar. You can do all of your arm attacks from here. What also happens is during a live roll, you know, things get spicy. And sometimes what happens, especially when I'm going against a bigger person, is I'll get here, and this will likely happen to you too, especially if you're a smaller person. I'll get here and then they bridge and roll. From the bridge and roll, you have them now in a triangle from guard, and everything still applies. You can go for the straight triangle choke. From the triangle, you can also use that as a holding position. From here, I like to attack the arms, they hide things. There's just a whole bunch of things that you can do. Bridge and roll.
Zero direction
you can go either way.
Baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural Charles Bon Voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Who can't kill her? Beats on the swarm. Rain on your college ass disco dorm. Well, you'd even touch my skill. You gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For an EMC and any 52 states, I get psycho. Killer, Norman Bates, my producer slam. My flow is like bam, jump on stage, the thing I did there. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural Charles Bon Voyage. Here from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Who thank killer bees on the swarm. Rain on your college ass disco dorm. Well, you'd even touch my skill. You gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For the EMC and any 52 states, I get psycho. Killer, Norman Bates, my producer slam. My phone was like bam, jump on stage, the thing I did there.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk awake. Those who can relate know they kick. Jail bars ain't golden gates. Those who fake, they break. When they beat their 400-pound mate, if I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun, and together, of course, we get the up and on their horse. Kick around, drinking moonshine. I bought a sip on the con. I'm ready. Why clutching the state of sleep, thinking about the robbery that I did last week. Money in the bag, banker look like a drag. I wanna play with pelicans from here to Baghdad. One last thing fast, I think I'm...
Loosen it up, or you can get all of the arm attacks. And then, of course, if they bridge and roll,
Last, now everybody go to breakfast. To go bow for the result, nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt. I'm a me happy adult, I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl insult. I'm a mind that you the talk, I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, I know holy and I know them care pose like the Baba Frayo. Don't cry, yo. I dey try to buy moto, one Toyota Corolla. My feelings been this swing like Django Lover. Feelings been this swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Lucky Bona. Now so much you remake, could have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Timbani at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Maybe another time, maybe another life. You will be my wife and we'll get it right. Don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast. Have to say bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. To the love of my life. My eye, yo. Don't cry, yo. I need people and shy, yo. I need people and shy, yo. I need people and shy, yo. I need people and
This week you find happiness. That's the only place you find happiness. Murdered my ego when you walked away. It hurt my ego when you walked away. Gave you my all that couldn't make you stay. Murdered my ego when you walked away. Ego death this week you find happiness. That's the only place you find happiness. Hold on, this train going by. A lot of people be thinking, but I'm just a sayer. Artists can't perform a Super Bowl, but it's okay for the players. All these halfway movements need a whole lot of improvement. Everybody wanna talk, everybody wanna type, ain't nobody finna do shh. And everybody throwing dirt. All that talk won't work. All that talk don't work. And who you think you talking to, nerd? Way to get worse. Way to been bad. Showing up to the Grammys mad. Trying to win some we already had. Trying to become some we already are. Don't make me go watch the far. Do no trying, no die. We live it, I'm living. I get more specific. All these admirations, likes and false validations, feeding to our ego. Come from something ego. Let the man quote. Who dropped drones on him? Yeah, don't take that tone on him. Don't go watch the throne on him. Murdered my ego when you walked away. It hurt my ego when you walked away. A lot of people be thinking, but I'm just a sayer. Artists can't perform a Super Bowl, but it's okay for the players. All these halfway movements need a whole lot of improvement. wanna talk, everybody wanna type, ain't nobody finna do shh. And everybody throwing dirt. All that talk won't work. All that talk don't work. And who you think you talking to, nerd? Way to get worse. Way to been bad. Showing up to the Grammys mad. Trying to win something we already had. Trying to become something we already are.